6:51, time for the morning sprint.
The cold temperatures can do a number on your car, so to keep it and you safe, AAA suggests making sure your tires are inflated and have plenty of tread. Make sure you never leave your car with less than half a tank of gas. It could freeze. Don't use cruise control on icy roads, and keep an emergency kit of cold weather gear inside your vehicle.
To try and combat the sub-zero temperatures, the city of Middleton is using some of its public buildings as warming centers. City Hall, the lobby of the police department, and the public library have all been designated as shelters. City Hall and the library are going to operate during normal business hours. The police department lobby is open 24/7, though.
The Packers are moving on in the playoffs after an impressive upset against the Cowboys. Green Bay handing the Cowboys their first home game loss since 2022. It was a team effort here with Jordan Love throwing 3 touchdowns, running back Aaron Jones taking in 3 more. That returned interception by Darnell Savage, just icing on the cake.
It's Martin Luther King Jr. Day, and Madison's honoring the civil rights leader with an event at the Overture this afternoon, as they normally do. It's the 39th annual observance of the holiday in the Rotunda, starting at 5:15 with freedom songs. The program will begin at 6 in the Capitol Theater. It features Dr. Terrence Roberts, one of the Little Rock Nine. The event is free to attend. It lasts about an hour and a half. Today is the Iowa caucuses. Republicans are going to vote on who they want to run for president. Freezing temps, though, have put candidates on their back foot when it comes to getting people out to vote. Many of them switching up strategies, telling people that the weather doesn't matter more than their right to choose a candidate.
House Speaker Mike Johnson and Senate Majority Leader Chuck Schumer are unveiling a new short-term spending bill that will keep the government open through the start of March. The two leaders made the bill public on Sunday. It would keep the government funded in a 2-step process, first through March 1st, then again through March 8th. The bill is expected to come to the floor as early as Tuesday.
Houthi rebels continuing their attacks on U.S. ships. This time, a U.S. fighter aircraft shot down an anti-ship cruise missile fired at a U.S. Navy destroyer. The strike comes as the U.S. and allies continue to escalate attacks on Yemen over the Houthi strikes on trade ships in the Red Sea. These fights are helping grow concern over the conflict in Israel spilling over into the rest of the Middle East.
While we're bundling up from the cold, a snowstorm is causing problems in the southern U.S. That includes states like Texas, Louisiana, Mississippi, and Alabama. While the amount seems small compared to what we just got, these states are far less prepared for the snow, so they can expect travel delays, a rise in car crashes, and power failure because of a greater strain on their power grids.
Columbia County Sheriff's officers reminding people that ice conditions out on lakes are not safe right now despite the cold temperatures. They had to pull a snowmobiler out of the ice yesterday after a couple of snowmobiles fell through. The other driver managed to escape the frigid water. People in Iowa County are under a shelter-in-place order after a fire at a building housing propane.
This is just outside of Cobb near Montfort. The fire is contained this morning, but there's still a risk of toxins from the pesticides and the propane that the company stores. Highway 18 between Cobb and Montfort is also shut down because of air concerns.
Today marks 15 years since the miracle on the Hudson. Flight 1549 made that emergency landing in New York's Hudson River. It had to land there after it hit a flock of geese. Thanks to the quick thinking of pilot Sully Sullenberger, everyone on board, all 155 souls, survived.
And here's a final look at your forecast. Today, temperatures are going to struggle to get above 0. We're going to have a high temperature right around that. Winds are going to max out at around 10 miles per hour. With the wind and the temperatures, wind chills will likely be well below 0 even throughout the afternoon. I do want to point out, though, that we're not really going to be close to the record for today. The record high temperature is actually -13, and the record low is -30. Now, those are the actual temperatures. We may be near that with the wind chill, but actual temperatures will be right around 0 throughout the afternoon. As we look at the 7 to 10-day forecast, we do have alert day conditions all the way through Sunday morning, as temperatures are going to peak right around 10 degrees for the end of the week. Wind chill values even during those days will be below 0. And then for next week, we have warmer temperatures and a chance of rain, if you can believe it. Next Tuesday and Wednesday, we could see some rain mixing with some snow.
All right, thank you, Jacob. Stay with us, folks. Another news and weather update coming up in about half an hour.